And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Zach Wheeler. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him. Now one away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Willie Adames stands in. Wheeler, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Next offering is down low.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 out, space is empty. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2.
Three ball, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Let's go, Zach. And a payoff pitch. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Wilmer Flores in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Wheeler, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2009. 2 outs. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for San Francisco. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Logan Webb. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Fought off foul. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Lee has this one sized up. Brings it in. And there's one away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So Harper stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. A changeup missing, and that is ball 1. And that just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Now all even up. Next offering misses down and away. And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch just misses. Just missed.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Up and in, 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Chapman gets a piece there. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. Right through there for a strike. Here comes a pitch. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Now one missed.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
No score here in the second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. And it remains 2-2. Out to short, Turner. Over to first. One out in the second.
Batting 7th, first baseman Casey Schmidt.
And now here is Casey Schmidt. That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
Man, that pitch was
the count.
dotted. So much talent on display, and this guy's out there on the hill.
Ball, that's in.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Man at second. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
The 2-1. Way out front for strike two.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Chapman leads off second with one gone in the inning. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the Giants take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with two strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with two strikes.
One down. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. On the ground right side, 4, 6.
He's out.
3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Bottom of the inning, Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Webb back to work. Inside. And that's ball one.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And this place is rocking. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And here comes Alec Boehm. In the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
There's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Matos hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Batting 7, second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
0-1 down.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Matos makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 8, left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tap foul at the plate. Real Muto at second with 2 down. To third. And it stays fair. Coming home. And he can't come up with it. He'll score. The Phillies take the lead. And he'll pull into second safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Johan Rojas, the next to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. First pitch misses. Man on second, 2 down. And that's outside.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Good hitters count the 2-0. That clips a corner.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Struck him out looking. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We play 2 full. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. And we're back. New inning getting started. And digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One down.
Up next for the Giants, left
Here's
fielder
Elliot Ramos. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Hey! And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Trey Turner.
shortstop Trey Turner.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a foul straight back. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Line drive. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Next pitch is outside.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Turner runs. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And it's through for a hit. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
That's ball 2.
Harper on at first. Nobody out. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at-bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. In there, and it's 0-1. Man at first, 1 away. Check on the runner. Harper's back on a dive. Right through there for a strike. That's inside. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Lee on the move to the gap. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here comes Real Muto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there for strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the top of the 4th, and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee, in his 2nd season, 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 so far. That misses the zone. 1-0. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And that one is gone over the right field wall. Wilmer Flores provides the power. It's 3-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And the 0-1. And that one a little bit high. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. The 2-1. Chapman gets a piece there. Swing swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Matos stands in now and watches strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now then, first baseman, Casey Schmidt.
And here's the first baseman, Casey Schmidt. And that's in for a strike. Matos over at first with one away. Wheeler with a throw over. Matos back on a dive. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch is outside, ball one. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Go ahead run on base. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. A little bit low.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. And up next for the Giants, Christian Koss. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Strike on the outside. And it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Christopher Sanchez preparing to come on if needed. Banks getting loose as well. 2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air. Harper. And that's the 3rd out. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Alec Bohm. And that one is in for a strike. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Edmundo Sosa digs in now. Flied to right his first time. And that's in there for strike one. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. This to third. Chapman over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Brandon Marsh now at the plate. Doubled his first time. Foul ball. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the batter now, Johan Rojas. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs and one in scoring position. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back to the top of the order now. Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Wheeler back to work. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Marsh makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now Willie Adames. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Real Muto makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That
Ball
one
left
misses,
outside.
and that's ball one. Foul ball there. And that one in the air center field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Home half of the fifth coming up. Tied 3-3. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner now 1 for 2.
Trey Turner.
And downstairs. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now here is Harper. Runner on the go. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That misses the zone, and a count even 1-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
The 1-1. Center field. Lee in position. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Chases swing. Now would appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. Throw over to first. And Turner's back in. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Turner runs. Pitch outside. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. The 1-1. High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So digging in, Nick Castellanos. He's already homered in this game. That's in there. 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. next pitch is downstairs. Popped up. Webb makes the grab. That is the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We're through 5, all tied up at 3 apiece. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Wilmer Flores. He's already homered here in this one. This one in the air. Harper sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy. Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And now, Luis Matos. And that gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. That one misses. And that is ball 1. Two outs. Fought off foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting catcher, Patrick Bailey.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. Hit in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied up at 3 apiece. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Jordan Hicks.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
JT Realmuto steps in. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
with 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
To second, but way too late. Safe there. Real Muto into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. That's outside. It's 2-2. On the ground to third. Chapman over to first in time. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Second baseman,
Edmundo Sosa will hit next. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That's too low. And the count 2-1. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ground ball. Can't glove it cleanly. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
At the plate, Brandon Marsh. Two on, 1 out. And that is cut on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls,
well,
2 strikes.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Oh, and 2 now. On the ground to second, might be 2. Glove flip for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Now here is Johan Rojas. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 4-3.
Well, that may end end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here's Turner now. Just off the inside edge. Two aboard, 2 outs. Close, but called a ball. 2-0. Ripped on a line. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Now on the bump, Carlos Hernandez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the second baseman, Christian Koss. Late swing fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a curveball is just outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. Hernandez measures 6 feet 4 inches, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
Ball, that's it.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
1 down, base is empty.
Ball 3.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tanner Banks, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Strom getting cranked up as well. And there's a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. High chopper to third, but it kicks foul. And the tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for San Francisco, Willie Adames.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One-run game, one out, one on. And Willie fouls one back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Missed inside with the curve. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Carlos Hernandez won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So 2 down now, and here is Jung-Hoo Lee. First pitch, and he just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. So the Giants leave 1. Score holds at 4-3. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Eric Miller.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Harper now. First pitch misses. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval also getting ready. Next pitch off the plate. And a count now 2-0. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. That one's in there. And a count now even up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Good job to fight that one off. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And they'll do it again. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Lee makes the grab. 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes Schwarbs to the plate. Fastball is outside.
That's a ball.
That's off the inside corner, and now 3-0.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one fouled off. The 3-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball. and it stays fair.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Yeah, there's the strike.
1-1.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Giants 3. Well, one-run game, and now the DH, Wilmer Flores. Down and away for ball one. There's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Matt Strom departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. In the air, right field, Castellanos. Under it, brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
So up next, Luis Matos. That one a little bit high. Ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And that is out of play. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. The other way. Oh, he gloves it. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 4 and the Giants 3. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
On the ground to third. Makes the sliding stop. Gathers and throws. And that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
So digging in, Edmundo Sosa, 1 for 3. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Popped up right side. Schmidt. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So 2 down now, and here is Brandon Marsh. And that's a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Bivens up and throwing. That's hard hit on the line. Brings it in for the third out. Nothing doing here this half. Through 8 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Giants 3. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jordan Romano. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Lamont Wade Jr.
The last chance for him here, hoping he can be a catalyst for some type of 9th inning comeback.
That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That's a little bit low. Got him swinging.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
He's 2 outs away. Bailey, the next to hit. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That's out to center field. Rojas under this one. Squeezes it. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Christian Koss, the next Giant to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings through that one for strike one.
I think he was sitting off
One
speed
ball,
there.
one strike.
Two down, nobody on. And that's outside. 2-1. And that one fouled off. The Giants down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And the final score here, 4-3. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.